Hello to everyone, it's Ada from Poison Rock, and we give a huge welcome back to our friend and Julien. First of all, how's it going, Julien?
Actually, I feel very good. I'm working a lot on the promotion of the new album, which will be out in April. So, as you can imagine, I'm pretty busy, but in a very good way. Only positive stuff. So, very excited about it and very excited to promote it on stage as well.
Yeah, because the last album was released in 2020.
Yeah, right in the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah,
very bad move.
We never had the chance to speak about one of your albums in our interview. I still forgot what we spoke. So this is the first time that we're speaking actually about an album. So this is official. This is an official serious interview. So after 2 years, exactly 2 years, I think. Yeah. What happened in all these 2 years? You performed a lot, I imagine, because I saw performing you a lot in the last. Yeah. You basically went all around. But you didn't have some touring, just spread that show all around Europe.
Yeah, we do. Actually, we were very frustrated at first not to be able to promote in a correct way onto our new album, Obscene Repressed. So when we could tour again, we did, I think, so many festivals. We toured in Europe with a Thief Grinder. It was already, I think, 1 year and a half ago or something. And then we did another tour with our friends Arcspire from Canada and Psychroptic and Feos, which it was a great tour. 1 month tour, I think we did something like 29 shows in 31 days. 31 days.
How many days off you had? 2 hours?
Yeah. So but we finally could promote it in a good way, and we had the time to write new stuff, of course. So we are very happy that things are getting back to normal and that we can do as much as we used to in the past.
Yeah, of course, because like you mentioned, during the pandemic, there wasn't the proper way to promote the new album that was out. I remember it was facing and talking about deep mental. I don't want to say illness, but a deep mental state of the mind, disorder, and something that, of course, you a lot talk in your music. That's because, of course, of your as well professional background. That people just you work in the health mental care system. If I'm correct, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse in a psychiatric hospital, and I work in psychiatry for 22 years now.
Yeah,
so it's quite a long time.
You can write a book about. Yeah, and as well, the new album, Ekbom, it's kind of took name from some syndrome about that, if I'm not right. If my teaching, if my memory of studying, what it was, physics and pharmacies and all these things, just Italian is symptomatology, something like that. And psychology and neurology, all between. There was something about Ekbom that I leave it to you the explanation what it is, because it's a particular condition.
Yeah, actually, the new album is about this syndrome, but in a severe psychosis state. I mean, the symptoms makes think about the Ekbom syndrome, which is a delusional parasitosis. So people feel and see insects running under the skin, which is quite stressful, as you can imagine. And the new album is all the Benighted albums, a concept album about one person with traumas. It's a girl, and the album talks about his childhood traumas and how she falls sick and all the symptoms that she developed in her psychosis evoke the Ekbom syndrome. I mean, insects.
And then that's something really like that of course happened for this is a real syndrome that should be aware, because I met people having that, and then it's already tough. But how
it is.
How you face it in music, it's always in a way that it doesn't scare people. That's not like like the let's say not the grindcore, but like in a splatter way. You know what I mean? Like that horrible, but like with a kind of awareness as well, a way of listening to the music. That's why I think Benighted songs are always kind of, it's death grinds, death metal, but they give you kind of a little bit of a not alert, like this is this syndrome, this is what it is, this is this other one, so you kind of explaining what it's all about. But of course there are the symptoms. So in Ekbom, which are the he goes throughout, let's say, he starts through speaking about the symptom and then develops these the symptom and develops this Ekbom, syndrome, we want to call it syndrome, illness, or it just whole a story behind it?
It is a whole story behind it. I mean, the Ekbom syndrome, I mean, the insects the girl sees running under her skin are in fact a delusional, how can I say, delusional rationalization of her mind, and it refers directly to her mother's cancer that she had to face all her teenagerhood, and so she kind of build a personality structure with the conviction that the enemy is inside her because of her mom cancer. So she's kind of convinced that at some point her body will betray her, and that the death will come from the inside and not from the outside. And her mind rationalizes it by making her see insects running under her skin, and so to make them get out, she's forced to kill herself to try to take them out, and that's the main symptoms. But she's also delusional about a dark man always standing in a room. When she enters the room, he's always there, and he's not how can I say, he's not a threat. I mean, this guy is just look at it like a demon, but he is kind of, like someone she always knew in her delirium, and he doesn't do anything. He just stares at her and starts smiling when she cuts herself. So it's kind of a psychological part of her outside of her body that she sees.
So she has, like, let's say this symptom that she's creating, this mania, this hypomania that she's having about this skin or this, I don't know, what she's feeling inside is connected, and it came from a trauma, like everything, most of the mental diseases came from a trauma. So her mom's trauma caused her to have this fear of something that she can control, because it's inside.
Exactly.
So she can see it, and she can't control it. The only way to control it is to arm herself. That's it's something really common as well to the other disorder in a kind of way. Maybe the other are less, let's say, tough like that, because of course this is really bad, I think, to experience. But this always goes, like to facing the trauma, go to the darkness, face your inner demons, and then go out. There is an happy ending at the end of the album.
No, unfortunately there is not, because once you are sick with psychosis, it's very hard to come back.
Yeah, so
of course you can just try to control it, but it's very hard to erase all the symptoms, because the symptoms and the delirium it has a function, and most of the time it has a function to protect the sick person from killing herself, for example.
Yeah. So in that case, a cure is like a kind of a cure. It's like always like kind of a therapy, or could be pharmaceutical therapy, or I don't know, therapy.
Also, psychological work also. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, which in this case, just let's say that since me and you are kind of in the field, the cognitive behavior therapy is always what works the best. So. Yeah. In that case, that one can work, but not always. But in that case, so let's say, like, for example, so it goes the first single that you already released, that let's admit it, you blew up all your fans. I mean, how many people ask you, what is that video clip? How did you do that? I already saw the explanation, but I wanted as well hear it from you. First, of course, it's Scar. It's the second track of the album.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the beginning of the diseases, of the symptoms, let's say, kind of the acknowledge of the symptoms of this girl. Or is it more the trauma?
It's kind of how can I say, it's the start of the sickness. It's actually the opening track. We have an intro before that I let people discover, but it's actually the track that opens the new album, and it starts, very straight to your face very brutally, like the disease tracks. I mean, you just like you're disconnected all of a sudden, and it just happens, and it's brutal, and you're like, oh, I can't control anything. But I really love this music video that we did. I mean, the result, it looks so creepy and you know, this 80s horror movies spirit that I really love. I mean, the filming crew did a great job. Elena, the girl who was the actress of the music video, did a great job with the face attitude and everything. I mean, yes, I'm really, really happy about this clip.
Yeah, and I mean, like, well, of course, like the main scene that I think that from now on everyone will ask you, because every interview you will do, they will ask you. So get used to have like the, you know, like the written answer. How did you do with the worms? How did you do with the worms?
Actually, I mean, you know, I work in psychiatry for a long time, so. Yeah, but it's, you know, I'm not really easy to, how can I say that, to disturb. I work in psychiatry for such a long time, but there are only few things that I find really disgusting at the end. And worms, I mean, we cleaned them before, so it was not like there was this, you know, there was no mud or anything with the worms. It was just clean, alive worms. Yeah. And I mean, I thought that the other ones will do it as well, and I asked the other ones. They all say no. No,
and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And I say, okay, I will. But actually, it was not that much of a big deal. When I put the glass to my mouth, I was like, I have to keep them, you know, out of my throat. I have to keep them in my mouth, and it was very easy at the end, because the tongue, it has so many muscles, but it was very easy to contain them in front of my tongue and remove them very slowly. It was not that much of a big deal. If you're not disgusted about worms, of course, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Which I'm not.
Like, I thought that the director and all the crew that did this job was amazing, because if I look, I mean, everyone, if you look at the video clip, it looks like so real. Like they are going, it's outside from your body. So
yeah,
and
it was real. I mean, they didn't come from a long way, but it was real.
I can imagine, like, good morning, and just having this worm outside your mouth every time.
But it's true that many people thought it was just special effects or something. Yeah, but it was definitely not. We wanted it to be true.
Let's say it. Benighted, it's already, like we said in the last video, an old band, so do things for good. You don't do that face.
Can you imagine the disappointment when you put so much effort in a music video and people say, wow, nice special effects, guys. And you're like, no, it's not.
Like the next video, you will be all AI. You will have oh, Julien, there were nice effects with the artificial intelligence. I like those worms. Like, wait, the next time I'm gonna show you. Here you a couple of a mug of worm. Like I
will do it on stage to prove people it was true.
Next, the release party, each one of you with a worm on their mouth.
Yeah, no.
Why not? I mean, there are people that use, I don't know, it's an effect, and it's an effect. It can be optical or not. But I mean, and that's what I think. Of course, I'm not gonna put it all the title track, because we don't want to say that, because that's the people that have to find out about that. But sound-wise, so about sound-wise, what we can say, because of course 4 years went by, so 4 years, something changed you think in the sound from Obscene Repressed to Ekbom, like about the sound itself?
I think so. I mean, for Ekbom, Manu, the guitarist, put in a lot of intention in the music, in the riffs and everything. So we needed, I would say, a clearer sound. I mean, a more modern sound to be able to understand all the details in the music, because it's quite technical, and to hear all the details, the sound had to be pretty clear. For example, on Necrobreed, I think that was one of the most disgusting sound we had, in a positive way, of course, but very aggressive and crunchy, and you cannot really hear all the details. But for Ekbom, it was important that it was at the same time massive and clear for every instrument, and so you can enjoy all the parts that all we worked for this album.
Yeah, and that's important as well, because like I don't remember what I was talking about. With the Skeletal Remains. Yeah, we were speaking about the death metal band, like the core of the metal band, and just pop up in Benighted name, like like that, this. And I have to say again the same question that I did the last time. Like the pillars of the death metal in Europe, that's you already. I mean now, and it's Benighted, but basically in Europe we have its main pillar, like from I don't want to say the old way. Let's say the middle age way.
Yeah, not very old, but not very young as well. Yeah.
No, the youngest there are, I think, Beast. They are youngest. A band like Beast, Schizophrenia, all this band from Belgium. Or Denmark. There is a good band though, Plague Maze, fucking insane. If you heard them, they are amazing. They will be one day the future of Benighted. One day. How does it feel to be the Middle Ages?
Well, so far I'm okay, because I really I don't feel the difference so far between when I was 30 or even my 40, which start to get a bit old also, but no, I have the same energy and always the same pleasure to be on stage. So really, as long as people will continue to support us, and that we will have our fans at the show and have great time with them, and be able to give all the energy we have on stage. I mean, it doesn't care about. I don't care about how old I am. I have the same energy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I like we were mentioned before. It's almost really, actually, I saw you in 2017 or 18 at summer, because I don't remember. It's almost 7 years, 8 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Nothing changed. You are the same. You're like frozen. Emmanuel is as well frozen. Everyone is frozen. So you guys are the same. So nothing. I mean, I think that the people who perform at summer is a kind of a special effect. They give some kind of power coming from that stage. So
that's why we have to go often to get it back every time, a reminder of our youth. Yeah.
And of course, it's almost, since correct me here if I'm almost 15 to 25 years that you are on stage now. From the
maybe more.
Maybe more?
Maybe more. It was in 1998. So it's 26 years. Actually.
So you already the first. I don't know. It's said in French when a couple has 25 years of wedding.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I have to look at it. So I will know what kind
you know what I mean. I think the people. So there's gold and silver, something like that. And
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so you already have to celebrate with Benighted your wedding. But I mean, since the first album Benighted until Ekbom, could you have imagined to have really such a huge career and as well influences to all these young band out there? Because let's admit it, you, like we were speaking about Turo and all this people, you are really an influence now, Julien. That's big.
Thank you. But I think I couldn't have imagined it. No. I still am. The kid inside me is always very excited about all that we already did and all that will be in front of us with this new album. So yeah, I mean, I'm very happy. I'm very lucky to live what I live with Benighted, and as long as my as my health can help me do it, I will be there for sure.
I think, you have to come in Italy. We have to see you in Italy. So there is gonna be a tour in Italy as well one day in the next falls or whatever years, 2025. You have to have a show in Italy, because as well there was, I think, a manual in Palermo this summer. I saw a picture. Was like, is in Palermo?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really, his girlfriend from here?
Yeah, his girlfriend is from Bari.
So I didn't know. You see, everything is connected. And I was like, what? And in fact, it was with my friend from here. I was like, something is wrong. I missed out something.
Yeah. Two worlds that are not supposed to be connected, yeah.
Yeah, so next time it's the turn of you and Monica to be here. So.
Sure, with pleasure. With pleasure.
And I saw that she sings as well. She was. I saw her singing. She's a singer as well.
Actually, she's not. She's learning to sing with was harsh vocals, but she was acting for a music video of a thrash metal band from the south of France, which is called Eon. But she's very interested in learning how to scream, and I think she probably will have her own band soon. I hope for her.
If she finds the bass player, let me know. She's looking for a bass player. Let me know.
Okay, I will tell her. I will tell her.
She has an amazing, let's say she's fit perfectly on a stage. When I saw the picture, she was like, well, wow. She's like, maybe she will be like, do some song with you in the future. That would be amazing. Would be amazing.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, but she's very charismatic. So normally everything there's all the assets, but you need to be a very good singer. So
yeah, she's really charismatic.
Front woman. So.
Yeah, I think she'll be a really good front one as well in extreme scene and in the music scene, whatever she did, because she has that look. And and greetings to her, by the way, where she is right now. And of course, coming back to the album, so it's gonna be released. The actual date of release is in April the 12th. The 12th.
Yeah. 12. Yeah.
I'm not sold. 12. So 12, 2024, and the pre-order are already out.
The pre-order of some items. It's out.
Okay.
And some items like the vinyl, some kind of vinyls are already sold out, which is great for us.
Well,
and
you see, people.
Apparently people are very. Yeah, people are very looking forward to the albums.
Yeah, and so basically you're releasing, of course, that all the platform streaming of the album, of course, and there will be. So you mentioned the vinyl. There are different type of vinyls, like different edition that you are releasing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, 4, or 5 different. I don't remember exactly.
So but anyway, I said that all the pre-order can be on. It's in your website, Bandcamp, where people can go on Bandcamp.
Or Season of Mist, or media. It's easy to find.
So they can already from now, like this moment, pre-order the album. So that's perfect.
It already started. Yeah.
It's already going to be sold out. So people have to.
I hope so, as much as possible. It would be great.
Yeah, but really speaking about, all the songs, of course, we don't want to bring many titles out there, but there was some song in this album that you really liked to record, I don't know, maybe because it was the different, the lyric sound, or maybe, I don't know, because you had some funny memories while you were recording that, or maybe because you like it, I don't know.
Well, I would speak. One of the most intense songs of the album is called "Nothing Left to Fear," and it will be out next Monday, actually. And it's with the singer of Arxpire, Oli, is making some guest vocals on it, and I think that's the fastest stuff we ever wrote with Benighted, because Arxpire, they play very fast, and we had so much fun with these guys because they are so funny, so talented also. We had a great time touring with them. And when we were partying, I was a bit drunk, and I said, Oli, you have to sing on the new Benighted albums. Of course, dude, I will be honored. I said, yeah, let's do that. And then we realized that we didn't know on which song we could make him sing. And then Manu said, I will write a song, and Arxpire is... how can I say that? Arxpire, they play very fast song, like 400 BPM. They have this shirt written 400 BPM because they are kind of the fastest band on earth. Of course. And so Manu said, we will write a song which is 402 BPM.
So
just to have fun with our friends.
Yeah, of course. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's a great idea from Manu. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then Oli, I sent him what I needed as vocals, and I let him do his magic, because I cannot sing as fast as he does. So when I received these vocals, I was like, whoa.
Like what the fuck happened?
Yeah. So I'm very looking forward for the reaction of people, because I think that's the most intense stuff we've ever made with Benighted. I'm very curious about the people reaction.
So it's gonna be on Monday. That's the 3rd, the 2nd, the 3rd, or whatever of March. And the 1st of March, I'm confused because I have to take a flight the next Sunday to go to see Impacted Rain because I have to meet Lina.
Okay.
Then she said, my first travel after summer breeze. I'm happy. 7 years that I'm not traveling.
Nice.
I need some.
Enjoy it.
I need some. No, I went to Milan but it was more folkish, and it's a little bit of being on stage, having the microphone and say, let's do a real interview for once. So, and then of course, and my plan is to come as well in France. I mean, I'm missing that north and the middle. I have to finish my tour in France, and maybe you will have a French. I'm saying that French citizen one, not so long, because my diploma can be is gonna be authorized as a doctor in naturopathy in France.
Yeah.
So because because the teacher, the president of my university, it's teach in France and in Spain too. So he can convert it in the French one.
Okay.
And it's perfect because as far as I understood, naturopathy is started in France. It was the first place when they started. So there's more work.
Okay. Nice.
Naturopathic, and I was like looking for kind of Rouen, this place when there's more. So
yeah.
So I have to practice my French. Next interview we're gonna do in French.
It would be funny, too. Because Italian, when they speak French, they have Italian who speaks French, they have such a charming accent, really. Yeah,
it's the same for France. So and anyway, going back to the album, we're just doing a little bit of this and that. Our usual interview. That's
exactly. Let's keep the tradition.
So so this Monday there's gonna be this, and there's gonna be a video clip as well with a song released, or it's just a song.
It's just a song, but we have a second music video, but it will be out at the very beginning of April, I think, for another song of the album. Yeah.
Something weird we have to expect from this video as well. Something Benighted style.
I will let you discover it. I cannot say too much before.
Okay, I'm gonna write you wait, update the interview. Let's do 5 more minutes.
Yeah, tell me, worms or not?
I mean, it's really. But just speaking a little bit about live, because you mentioned before we were doing the interview about so for promoting this album, there's gonna be some party release. You're planning to do some touring. I mean, for what can you officially say, of course?
I can say already a lot of things, not being very precise, but the first thing that has been confirmed is our French tour with the Hellfest. Hellfest always organize the warm-up tour.
Yeah.
And this year we are headlining this warm-up tour. So we have, I think, 14 gigs in France and Switzerland also. Then we have some festivals in Portugal, Tunisia, Germany, and we are working on a Canadian tour in September, and also a European tour in November. But we will give news pretty soon about it. But we will be very busy during this year and the year after in 2025, even more.
I think I'm gonna be Benighted in America, in all the Americas, in Australia, in Asia, because that's what I think. Because not many people. I mean, playing a festival, sometimes you just see the band and then that's it. You forget about the band. But you guys have that thing that make you listen. You are the first band that made me listen to that metal. You know that, the first band.
Thank you.
I went backward. I started from you and ended with Possessed. The opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're older. Really, they're older than us.
From the youngest to the oldest. Because there was your playing live. It's really you have like a fucking strength of playing live. Because it's not just only, you can see all the this kind of chemistry between all of you, like we are family. Between you, Pedro and Manuel, and not everyone. It's like seeing like a real family. And that's the beauty of it. And of course, again, I took pictures of you, so I remember every single moment. So I'm playing, like this is, let's admit it, we already planned this interview before what we have to say. No, but apart from that, it's really like a thing that in a festival sometimes you tend to forget the band you saw, just maybe to remember some things, but I remember every single moment. And I think you are one of that band that playing even in the most crowded festival with 200 headliners, you're gonna go inside the brain, you know, like the warmth. Maybe the warmth that escaped from your mouth into the brain.
We are a virus, people just don't know it yet.
You're working too much as a nurse. But that's
probably.
That's good. So I mean, we're gonna see you basically for 1 year and a half all around the globe. Yeah.
I think more of that. I think we are going to tour for 3 years, relentless.
So we're gonna see you on Moon, Mars, Jupiter, perhaps.
Everywhere we can go. If Martians like death metal, we will go there.
That's perfect. We have to send a request. But so, what we can say, I mean, I think we just said, basically, we summarized everything. The band, if they want to find out more about the album, just have to buy it to listen to it. But there is a new single on the new way, and new album in April. The release, the tour in France is the first part is in France, which I mean I can go and look on it because it's around. It's even in Switzerland. It's not so far. You can go look around. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Switzerland is very close. I think we play in the southeast of France also. We play in Nice, I think. Nice. I don't know how far it is. Yeah.
Oh, no, I've been in Nice. I travel all around France. I know every place. I went in Nice, Lyon, Marseille, La Gorge du Verdon, Paris. I've been everywhere. I'm just only missing the Normandy and the Lorraine and the Bretagne. That's it. And and I did rent everywhere. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe they're gonna catch some dates, some gigs. I am the mood of traveling. Yeah, of course. And then we have to do all of you, included Monica, sitting and doing an interview all together.
Sure, it would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So what can I say, Julien? Really have a good rest of the evening, of course, because it's evening, and looking forward for the album. And let's hope that we can meet in this small French tour or whatever it is. And congratulations, because this album, I mean, at least for what I heard, Scars, it's beautiful. It's tough, but it's good. Greetings to all of the guys, and to Monica especially, because from me, women to women, and greetings to you as always. It's always a pleasure to see you and talk with you, and thank you for everything. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you very much for everything. It's always a pleasure to have these moments with you, and really hope to see you on tour very soon, because it's a very long time and we have to catch time up. Yeah.
We have to stay younger, so we have to help you to stay younger all together.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Ada.
Thank you very much to you, Julien. Bye bye. Au revoir. Bye bye.
Bye bye.